video now. All right. Hey, everything's lined up. Here we go. It starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, what a cute boy. Interested in my body, aren't you?
Not interested.
Oh, you're into that.
I like girls, but now it's about justice.
The absolute being. She is female, 23 years old. Bad.
The morning stream, the morning stream, the morning stream, the morning stream, the morning stream.
Burn in hell, you little green bastard. This is the morning stream.
The morning stream, the morning stream, the morning stream.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Good morning. Way easier to say than sixth.
Sixth. I agree. Seventh?
Seventh? Way easier.
Yeah. Eighth is weird. Eighth.
Eighth.
Yeah. Ninth.
Yeah.
All the ths are kind of lame.
Mm-hmm.
I like the n's, like second.
That's
It's
right.
the third. All right? Like third sounds cool.
Yeah. Way better.
Yeah, I prefer it. We don't like spitting. Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. We're glad to be here. It's Wednesday, and we got stuff to do. And holy poop, did I have a day yesterday. Very busy. Lots going on. Trying to get this Kickstarter worked out and pay attention to what's happening and get on it if it, breaks through levels too quickly, which it did. And now we're working on unlocking 4, and now it means, oh shit, I got to come up with what 5 is.
You're like Lucy and Ethel trying to get stretch goals out onto the conveyor belt.
A little bit, actually. And I'm going to say Dave is Ethel, okay? I'm just going to put that out there.
Okay, put that out there.
Yeah,
Dave.
he's the less attractive neighbor lady, is what I'm getting
Sure.
at. Anyway, that's terrible. Rest her soul. Anyway, so that's all going, and it's great, and everything's good. But as a result, I've been very busy. But I did notice something that I wanted to bring to the show that seemed like show material, because why not? Sometimes weird things happen to me, and it almost always happens while I'm outside. And today was no different. Today I took the dog out, and in my front yard, laying in the yard, was a mangled, partially chewed up, gnarly looking pop toy. So
A Funko Pop.
a Funko Pop, and I think it was Luke Skywalker. Now you might say, Scott, where is this Funko Pop? Why aren't you showing us this mangled, awful thing? I'm not picking that up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to
It's
keep it
funny.
in the house.
You'll pick up a warm bottle of pee, but you won't pick up a chewed Funko Pop.
Well, did I pick up the pee? I don't remember now. If I
You
picked
did,
it up.
because you were going to throw. That's how you knew it was warm.
Oh, right. That's how I knew the temperature. All right. I mean, basically, it's this. Like, I don't. For some reason, it really put me off to think about where that pop toy had been or what it had been through, because it was so mangled, and it was Luke, like original episode 4 Luke with like the little skirt.
Oh, gotcha. The white robes kind of thing.
Yeah, I've got a real
Yeah.
one of him somewhere in here that's not all mangled up. So I'm sure just some dog got a hold of it, or a kid left it there, or I don't know what, but it weirded me out. So I used one of the dog poo bags and threw it away. I wasn't going to keep it. Keeping it and holding it up here on the show? What the
definitely
heck?
not keep it. Yeah, but
Foul. So I don't know where that thing came from, but anyway, should I take it as a sign? You ever found an omen like that in your yard and thought,
no, just on recycling day, sometimes I'll find neighbors' mail in my yard if they don't close their bin, or if it's like a particularly windy day,
yeah.
I'll find like an envelope or something. But no, fortunately, no. Well, I take that back. The kids love to put stuff on top of our mailbox, right? So like they'll be playing, they'll be running around, they run up and down the street, and they like riding their bikes up and down our driveway sometimes, which is fine.
Yeah.
But they'll chase each other, and then they'll come to my mailbox and be like, oh, I'm going to run after you without carrying this big Nerf gun. So they'll put the Nerf gun on top of our mailboxes. We have a dual mailbox for me and Crazy Neighbor.
Oh, so it's got it's the good foundation for putting something on there. I see.
It's perfect foundation, except I replaced my government issued mailbox, my HOA issued mailbox, with a much bigger mailbox, because so often I have stuff going out, right?
Oh, sure.
Coverville swag, TMS swag, prizes for this, for guest connection, etc. And so I just said, you know what? I'm tired of anything bigger than an envelope having to take it to the post office. So I just said, all right, what's the biggest mailbox that I can do?
Yeah.
And then I replaced it. So if they're not careful, it slides right off the pair of mailboxes.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, they'll put toys up there. But those kinds of things, I know exactly where they came from, who they belong to, and I just leave them. It's not like a chewed up pop dog toy.
So what's the upper limit on allowable mailbox sizes? Like, can you have any size, or is there a limit?
I don't know if there is an upper limit. I know that when you go to Home Depot and you're looking at mailboxes, there's the largest size they sell is about like a, about this tall, this wide. It's good for, the box that you got that had the ANTP tumbler in it. And,
oh, yeah.
And,
it's right over here somewhere.
If you stack two of those, did you ever find the rest of the Mandalorian's gun, by the way?
Oh yeah, I did. I have the two pieces. I haven't done the glue yet because I'm kind of nervous about what glue to use, and I just haven't had time. But I have basically it broke into two chunks. There's this part of the gun, kind of the meat of it where it connects to his hand, and then the little tip, and then the tiny tip of the gun is there. So these
all right, that's glueable.
Yeah.
That's easily glueable. Just model glue.
Yeah. So he's over here going, when are you going to do it? He says, and I say, soon, you little bastard. So, yeah.
If the box that I sent you those things in, I can stack 2 high of those and fit them in the mailbox.
Oh, that's pretty big.
It's pretty big. Yeah. It's not small.
So wait, did Dave automatically get an upgrade with this, or just you?
Nope, just me. His little tiny teeny mailbox is sitting right next to mine. I'm looking at my outdoor camera, which I'm still trying to figure out. It's an IP camera, so I'm trying to figure out a good way to make it so I can switch, like go cat cam, outdoor cam, but I can't do it.
Well, are you looking at that outdoor cam on the same? It's not
no,
on the same
on
computer.
a whole different computer, because
okay. It's some PC only thing or whatever.
95% what I use my PC for is an outside window in the basement here. Is like instead of looking at a metal grate,
yeah.
I can look over here and basically it looks like I'm looking outside and I'm seeing the neighbors, and one of our neighbors is getting what do they call that? Aerated lawn aeration.
Oh yeah, where they make the little turds.
Turds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dirt turds. I call them.
It's accurate.
Well, that's fantastic. So let me ask you one other question. If you're out just walking, or you're on your bike or whatever, and you see some trash, let's say it's just a Pepsi can or a freaking, some idiot's left something out there.
Warm bottle of pee. Yeah,
warm bottle of pee. What is your natural inclination? Mine is to throw it away because I can't stand litter. I hate it.
If I'm on the bike, nothing.
All right.
I'm not going to stop and pick up every piece of trash.
Yeah, you're moving. You got to go.
I'm moving. Yeah, it'd be. But if I'm walking and it's something that just doesn't look like it's moist or sticky, especially if I'm walking the dog and I've got the poo bags, I'll pick something up. And I know where around here all the nooks and cranny trash cans are. Like, if we go down this route, there's a one of those metal bars with a trash basket on the side, and I can get rid of that in like 100 feet. Be done with that.
I used to have that, but then the school, there's some of these stations, little trash stations, and then they have doggy bag stations and all that. Some of the locations are near this elementary school that I live right by, and they took out the 3 stations that are like up against the borders around that school because kids, I guess, 6th grade little shitheads were taking bags and like blowing them up and popping them really loud in class, and like just being and taking like full turd bags out and just leaving them all over the lawn there.
Really? Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, kids are lame. So kids are great and kids are lame at the same time somehow. But anyway, I was so they took all those out, so now I have less radar on where's my next stop in case I run out of bags. It's like, oh great, Rainer's on our 3rd dumper here. I don't have any bags left.
And thanks to those kids, you got no place to put that poop.
Thanks, kids. You're the generation that'll save us, though, so get in here and get her done.
Do we really, son of the Jeff, we really have a listener who's in 6th grade listening to the show right now in chat?
No.
Son of the Jeff says,
Son of the
hey,
Jeffs,
I'm in 6th grade.
Are you really in 6th grade? Wait, where are your parents right now, and how are you doing this? I mean, I remember 6th grade. I couldn't. Well, there was no podcasting when I was in 6th grade, but
No.
Well, hey, good.
This is a show I would have listened to when I was in 6th grade because it sounds the hosts laugh at the same things I do.
Oh, there's the guy that brought me ice cream. The dad is the dude what brought me ice cream at the up in
right.
Columbus. Okay, so
Yeah.
So why aren't you in school? Get in there, get her done, get your test turned in, pop quiz, hotshot, all that. You got to get school done. And I'll try not to swear as much.
It's Zoom time, Zoom class time.
No, that's great. All right. Well, you sound like a cool kid, and you're above your years, obviously, because you're here listening to us banter like idiots. So it's good to have you. And don't blow up bags and ruin the dog poo stations is what I'm telling you. Okay, kid? All right.
That's right. Exactly. Yes.
All right. Moving on. I got a quick email I want to get through today.
Sure.
This is from Michael Miller in Colorado, in your home state.
Oh, cool.
He says, Scooby and Brian. I don't know why you're just Brian.
I'm just Brian, apparently.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I can't come up. Fred, Daphne, Shay, I can't come up with a B. I give up. Scooby and Brian.
Scrappy, maybe. Anyway, I was listening to Tuesday's show and the discussion of how Scott pronounces certain words. Let's pull Brian into this discussion, he says.
Please do. Bring me in. I can take it.
He says, being from the same part of the country, that sounds like the same exact state, I've always found it interesting how Brian pronounces orange and horror. He normally pronounces them as orange and horror. Horror or horror.
Horror. Yeah,
how do you say horror movie?
I say horror.
Oh, you do say horror. Okay.
I do say horror, yeah.
And
because
orange?
I don't want somebody to think I'm inadvertently saying horror.
Oh.
Close your ears, son of Jeff.
Well, that's what Dunaway says.
He does.
Horror or something like that. I can't remember how he does it. But you do horror. All right, what do you do for the orange? Let's say, hey, Brian, you want an orange?
He's absolutely right. I absolutely say orange. Orange. Instead of orange.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Says, well, I've heard these pronunciations from some people before.
It comes from the knock-knock joke. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Oh, see, you just live that. You live that your best life when you keep using that.
Just made my best life with that. Yes.
It says, well, I've heard these pronunciations from others before. It's not a product of Colorado accent. I thought I would throw this out there so it doesn't seem like we were all piling on Scott. Loved yesterday's show, though. And we'll let you know about tomorrow's. Michael Miller in Colorado.
Okay, thanks, Michael.
So we were just talking about this. I was talking to Kim about this. Like, all her Southernisms, they didn't translate. She doesn't do them anymore. Like, you have to get her mad to even hear her accent. And so no one ever wants to make Kim mad, so we rarely hear her accent. But when you do, it's kind of funny. You'll get a reckon and some other Southern sort of slang in there once in a while. But long gone is her old, hey, everybody, I'm Kim Sohn from... She doesn't do that anymore.
I can't even imagine it.
I know, it's weird.
Like when she gets angry or...
Yep, only when she's mad do I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only time. And then other stuff, like she used to say "ol" instead of oil.
Oh, wow.
She used to say, what was the other one? Oh, mayonnaise instead of mayonnaise or mayonnaise.
Oh, wow. That's a dramatic one.
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. You want mayonnaise on that? That kind of thing.
Whoa. That's like... That's not even just like a Southernization, like a drawl added to it. That is like a whole new word, mayonnaise.
Yeah. And I asked her about it. I said,
mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought. But I said, why do you think you lost all that? And her answer to me was interesting. She said, because I thought it would be just like, oh, it was just because I'm here and I'm not around it or whatever. But it's not that. She says, I made a concerted effort to lose it all because I thought I didn't want people to think I sounded like I didn't know what I was talking about all the time just because of my accent.
Get judgy.
Yeah. And I don't know if that was more of a thing of her time or whatever, but
clearly she listens to the show and she knows that any time we have to do like a yokel, we talk about some news story about somebody who's always, well, yeah, I thought it would be real funny to put them firecrackers in that gas tank, but no.
It turns out an M80 fits real nice and snug in my man's anus. Like, I can't help but do it. I can't help but do it in the voice.
Yeah.
But
people want to know how we pronounce coupon. Coupon.
I say coupon. Coupon.
Yeah, coupon's the right thing.
And what are you supposed to say? Coupon or
No, coupon's correct. It's not a coupon.
coupon? Yeah, I always said coupon. Coupon.
Bring a coupon.
Gray coupon.
You don't say yeah, exactly. The mustard isn't the gray coupon.
If anyone says,
Vladimir Pupon.
if anyone says gray coupon, freaking, you can punch him. You have my.
Pardon me. Do you
Yeah.
have any gray coupon?
What's
ask
another
your
one?
ask your parents.
Yeah, but I guess what we're all saying is, yeah, we all have weird things we say. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
And a lot of it,
totally
like if
fine.
you didn't get this stuff from Colorado or
Yeah,
kind
I
of
don't know where I got it.
maybe it's like in my case, my stuff's mostly my dad said it that way, and it's not a Utah thing to say waint or both, but it was his way, and I picked it up. So
Yeah.
maybe you picked it up from your dad. I don't know.
I think I did. I definitely picked up coupon from my dad because I think when I was a little kid, I probably said coupon. Maybe got that from, grandparents or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Brian, this one I remember. I mean, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I do remember him saying it's pronounced coupon.
Oh wow, this is a very learned moment there. That's
Very
cool.
learned moment. That I absolutely do remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if it was me, I would I'd be a scrappy young entrepreneur, and if I was a big believer in QAnon, I would make a new brand of
It's pronounced QAnon,
yeah,
Scott. QAnon.
If I was a QAnon person, I would start my own brand of lady sanitary napkins and call them coupons. Or no, coupons, right? Coupons,
Coupons.
right?
yes.
Because now they're tampons, but with the Q.
But they're tampons made by the mysterious figure Q at the head of the QAnon movement.
Oh man, I went 3 miles for that joke. I gotta rein it in. Anyway, that only came up because of TMS mashups. Jamie, he kind of kept not bugging me, but he kept poking me about watching that Q documentary that's on HBO.
Oh yeah.
I'm like 2 episodes in. That's a hell of a thing so far. It's really good,
Is
like
it?
really well made.
Yeah.
It's not salacious or
Oh, really?
any
Okay.
of that. It's very like journalistic. Like this guy's just trying to get to the bottom of it. Where did it come from? Why is it happening? Who did it? Who started it? Who is probably this person? Apparently, by the end of this thing, I'm going to be blown away. Kind of. I guess there's a massive thing at the end where you're like, "What the frick?" Anyway,
Wow.
it's super interesting and worth.
I'm sure
watching.
Lauren Boebert will make an appearance if she hasn't already.
Not yet, but Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh yes, good. Right.
Did you see that workout video with her? By chance, did you see that?
That is a phrase I never thought I'd ever hear. Is workout video with Marjorie Taylor
You
Greene.
got to see this video. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, I saw this the other day, and I don't know. I still don't know what she's doing.
How many calories can you burn doing this?
only
For those just listening,
Yeah.
I was doing the Hitler Heil salute.
Yes, very well done. All right, so I'm going to show you this. This is her entire. This is her entire workout she does. She's a. I don't want to blow your mind here, but she's one of those CrossFit folks. She's really into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put this in the chat room so they can see it and you can look at it.
Jeez.
It's a little hard to describe. There's no shame here. I'm just trying to understand what's happening. So right now she's just lifting weights. This makes sense to me. She's actually pretty freaking tough. Look at that.
Yeah, I'll say this. I could not lift, well, what are those, 25s each? Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, this part. So it's the last part.
Okay. I love that it's sped up, though.
I don't know why they sped it up. The normal version's fine too that I saw.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to
The
this.
sped up is the best part. It's like she's like a cat that didn't quite jump to the next roof and is like trying to pull itself up.
It's like this one's longer. Okay, let's see. Let me skip ahead some. Yeah, is that normal CrossFitters? Is that what you do? Because that seems weird. Like that's gonna hurt something.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, she's in it. In fact, I had to pause it when she came on. You ever do that with a thing that's hard to watch? You're just like, okay, I can't look at her.
I can't take it, right? I need something.
I need a break. I need to go eat a hamburger.
Let me
or
go eat
something.
an orange and I'll come back and watch the rest of this.
Eat an orange. Gonna go hydrate with a quick orange.
Because it takes a while. You got to peel it and it gives you time to Time to take that break.
All right, now this is exciting because Brian went to trivia last night and he has a little mini game for us right now. So what
I
is
did.
this?
All right. So our final question. We did poorly last night. There were stupid mistakes we made, left good answers on the table, and screwed things up. The last question was the all or nothing. It's like the wager. You can wager up to 15 points.
Yeah,
And we'll do this quickly because I know Brian Dunaway is waiting.
you're fine.
But the last question was, put these in order from highest population to lowest population.
Okay.
All
Highest
right?
to
And the
lowest.
4 highest to lowest. And you've got Berlin, the Metropolitan Statistical Area of Berlin, the MSA of Berlin,
Mhm.
Germany, Iowa, the entire state of Iowa, the entire area of the country known as New England of
Okay.
the United States,
Yeah.
and the entire country of Jordan.
Oh my gosh.
And put those 4 in order from highest population to lowest
And
population.
written here, this is not in order now. This is out of order right now, right?
Correct. This
Okay.
This is out of order right now.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do this.
Yeah. No, that's why I put it in there.
I'm gonna go New England, Iowa, Berlin, Jordan.
We did New England, Berlin, Iowa, Jordan.
Okay, so just swap on a couple of those.
That was our answer. We were incorrect.
As am I assume. I assume I'm wrong.
New England is first.
Okay.
14 million in New England.
Okay.
Jordan, which is the thing that surprised us,
Yeah.
10 million
Whoa.
people as of 2019. 10 million in the country of Jordan.
All right. Or I mean,
They've had an extra couple thousand years to build up that population.
yeah. Plus they got that
then
cool
you've
Indiana Jones thing in the rocks there. That thing's pretty cool. Anyway, keep going.
That's right. Then you've got Berlin and Iowa. And surprisingly, the difference between Berlin and Iowa is just 100,000 or so people. Berlin
Wow.
is
Really?
3.6 million, and Iowa is 3.1 million.
What is the population of all Germany? Curious here. I want to see
Yeah.
if the Germans won World War II, how much of a threat were they really? You know what I mean? Like, could
Sure.
could we have
Population
just-
in Germany is 83 million.
Man, look at it. We have 300 million of. Oh, I don't know what we had in the 40s, but little tiny Germany wrecking everything. You a-holes. Although I really like my Passat, so I'm not going to complain.
So that totally blew our minds that Jordan had that high a population. We had everything else kind of sussed out, but we put Jordan and basically put in the wrong place.
Well, how'd you do overall? Did you?
We didn't finish in the money. We finished 4th or 5th. And it was me, Tina, my Uncle George, and Aunt Barb. And this is great. This place advertises Cap City Tavern here in Denver, and they actually advertise it as socially distanced trivia. So you don't even get up from your table. You have one phone out on the table, and you keep it out on the table, always facing up, and it's got the answer thing in it. So you go to a web page that the host gives you the address for. You enter in your answers, and then you just keep your phone sitting out open faced on the table the whole rest of the time, so they know you're not Googling answers while you're playing.
Oh, right.
And
how strict are they on that? Do they walk around and double check everybody all the time? And
they let the other teams kind of police. Like if you're looking over at a table, and we were sitting next to a table that had 9 people sitting at it, our 4 against their 9.
Yeah.
We did beat them. Their team name was Boner Zone, and
no relation to the win status. They had a horrible name.
a horrible name. But every once in a while, we'd look over and we'd see like 3 or 4 people sitting at that table with their phones out. But they were all millennials, and it looked like they just couldn't help themselves. Like their thumbs were getting restless. They were sweating when they didn't get their phones out. But we don't think they were cheating because they did so badly. if they were cheating, they suck at that too.
Maybe they're just distracted. That's what gave
I
them
think
the
so.
loss.
Maybe that's it.
Well, that sounds awesome, and I'm sad I didn't get that right. I wouldn't have won either. I would have been a poor addition to your team. But speaking of
Yes.
non-poor additions to our lives,
Yes.
I should have had all this up before. I didn't. I don't. So
It's all right.
if you're trying to call right now, it's not actually getting through, but it will shortly. Let's see. Brian Dunaway. There he is. Okay, we're going to add him to the call. We're going to play some fun games with him, give away some prizes, and a little game we call Babel Royale. Yes, that's right. You heard me right. Babel Royale, starring the one, the only Brian Dunaway, joining us right now from South Carolina. Hello.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Oh,
How are you
hi.
guys doing today?
Oh, we're
Doing
great.
well.
Listen to you. You
Good.
sound full of joy and vinegar.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Mm-hmm.
Today is somewhat my podcast streamer weekend, as I like to call it. It's
Oh.
usually the time that I get to recharge. This is really the only thing I do today, podcast or stream related.
That's great.
Otherwise, I am doing things. Right.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
a short. This is a little
Doing
short
things.
smack.
You are making
Yeah.
things happen. You are
Making
a little
content.
dramatic.
That's
Yeah.
right. He's a tastemaker.
I'm not watching any movies tonight for film sec. I'm not playing any video games. I'm just it's the weekend.
Yeah.
It's the streamer weekend.
It's the weekend with his cool cheekbones. All right, hey, it's good to have you here. we're gonna get it on with a listener. Not really. We're gonna have a listener on who is gonna. We've never been accused of that. And this person's gonna participate in today's contest. Let's find out who's been holding so long. Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Leslie, Logan's mom.
Hello, Leslie, Logan's mom.
Oh.
Hey, you know what's weird? You have like a
What?
full kid now. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
turning 8
son,
on Friday.
Logan, when I met Logan, was a little
Jeez.
tiny baby that was like, I don't know how old, 6 months old or something? Not even that? Whatever it was.
7, yeah.
Yeah, look at him now. What, he's like trying out for the 76ers or something. He's all tall and stuff. Really, really weird. Anyway.
Fixing routers and
Yeah.
baking sourdough bread. I mean, he's doing all that
Doing
stuff.
all that stuff. He just grew up so fast. I feel like we got to feel old during all of that. So congratulations. Hey, Leslie, it's good to have you
He's
here.
creating
Or
He's
go-
creating his own levels in Geometry Dash.
Oh, that's
And
fantastic.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so
It's
cool.
insane to watch.
That
and
game's
just code
fun.
And create things.
Yeah, that game's great. I like Geometry Dash a lot.
Shoot the shapes.
Yeah, shoot the shape. Always shoot the shape. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in a while. Well, all right. It's good to have you here. We're going to play. Brian has to explain the rules and your fantastic prize package. Brian, what do we have today?
Correct. Yes, it's time to play the Tadpool Feud.
My favorite.
I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics. 500 of them have responded, and Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's Scott and Brian's job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Leslie, your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. If your team wins, you get a prize package that includes a mystery Fury Road figurine, Frog Pants print pack, and a deck of playing cards that Scott drew all over with Sharpie. No,
Wow.
it's got his art on it. That's what it is.
Yes.
I've
one
got
of
a deck right here somewhere.
Yeah, you probably got a good deck. Or as I pronounced apparently in my Rock Runners video, Dick. Apparently I said Dick.
Did you really? Are you getting,
That's what
are you
people
getting a
tell me.
little,
People said I said the word Dick.
Getting a little beef, are you? Getting
Yeah,
a little beef there?
Not a lot of beef.
For,
Just people like, oh,
That's
they're
right.
like,
buy one dick or get two dicks for
Yeah.
a little bit more.
that's kind of it. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, they're. I'm really happy to be sending some physical stuff out to you today if you win, Leslie. So this will be
Very
great.
cool. Well,
But
to win,
by the
you
way-
need to play. Yeah, go ahead.
By the way, I clicked on the link and I think I may have messed something up because it won't let me sign in. It says I'm already there. But
Oh.
It shows you're in as Reese Pieces.
Reese Pieces. But
Yeah.
I'm not in there. It says to sign in, and then when I hit play, it says I'm already in there. What does that mean?
Oh, that's weird. I don't know. You can get,
I don't know.
free
I can. Should I try and reload it?
Can you reload it? Will that
Yeah,
work?
try reloading.
Reload it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
I'm in, but that doesn't mean anything.
I'm sorry, I messed up
That's all right.
the
That's all right.
game
I don't think you
board.
did it. I think it just.
Oh yeah, I close it and reopen it. And it says.
Oh, let me close my browser completely.
Oh
maybe
yeah,
it's
close your
maybe it's
browser
cached.
completely. Yeah.
Could be
Let me
cached.
close it. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the fact you pronounce Reese Pieces wrong.
No, I said Reese Pieces is fine. If you read it like I spelled it in that room, I said it right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, it's true.
Now, if you're looking for the classic pronunciation of the candy, that's different. But once again, I always fall to my argument of this. This is my argument with language.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? then shut up. It doesn't matter if it's vase or vase. It doesn't matter if it's aunt or aunt. If we are communicating, efficiently, everything else is just BS.
You're kind of right. You're
Yeah.
kind of right. It's easy to nitpick, but at the end of the day, if I got my communication across, then then the language worked.
Oh, wait, hold on. We might be getting some tech support. Oh, Brian, you can press reset players and they'll need to log in again. Are you?
Okay.
Let me see how you're doing, Brian. If I need to do
I
that.
tried it. I tried closing my browser. Did not work. It still
Okay.
says the same thing.
I'm
Reset
refreshing.
players. Boom. You're both booted out. Try logging back in. Al Kebab, you are awesome. Like, you are the
Perfect.
best tech support. I get tech support both in Discord and in IRC chat. So this
That is so great.
All right,
I,
hold on.
I'm in now. Oh, there's the buzzer. I'm about to
There's,
see
and
the
there's
buzzer button.
Scott. Okay, you guys are both in. All
both
right,
in.
your category is. I'm sorry, let me do this the right way. We surveyed 500 members of the Tadpool and asked them their answer to this. Hands on buzzers. Name the first Weird Al Yankovic parody song that comes to mind.
Crap.
Oh,
Brian,
actually
go
go-
away.
Did I get in first?
Yeah.
I don't know what
You
to
got
do
it
now.
first.
I'm gonna go with. White and nerdy.
White. Show me white and nerdy. Number four answer. 3 answers will beat it. Scott.
Can you? Brian got so excited, I lost the term, the wording
question?
of it. Was it the first
name
one I
the
think
first
of?
Weird Al Yankovic parody song that comes to mind.
That comes to mind. Okay.
Yes.
Let's do. Oh, jeez.
None come to mind. Bing.
Why am I struggling here? Eat it. Eat it.
Oh,
All
that's a
right.
great one.
Show me.
Oh,
Eat
cool.
it.
Just eat
Number
it. Eat it.
one.
Eat
Number
it.
one answer on the
Really?
board,
Oh
yes.
wow! Our apparently a tadpole is a little older. That is a Michael Jackson parody of "Beat It"
That's correct.
from the '80s.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they know that song, then they're all of a certain age.
Yeah. And
That's
if
right.
if
So-
you've never heard of Michael Jackson, don't check him out now. There's some problems. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, one very large problem with Michael Jackson. Don't
Yeah.
check him out now.
Yeah.
All right, Scott, you do have control, and that means that Leslie is going to be your partner for this one.
Sweet.
So Scott, you get to start. You get to continue guessing until
All
you
right,
get something
Leslie.
wrong.
Anything jump to your mind, and you're like, "Oh man, if we don't say that, we're losing."
Well, there's another
So
one
white and
that
nerdy.
shows my age, and that would be Amish Paradise.
Oh, Amish Paradise is good.
That's actually a middle range of his. That's like what the early 2000s or late
Yeah.
90s, right?
Yeah, late '90s, something like that. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, show me Amish Paradise.
Good answer.
Number
Good
two.
answer.
Number 2 answer on the board. Well done.
Good answer.
Number 2.
Looks like we are skewing older in the tadpole. I'll keep that in mind for
Keep that
later
in mind. Yes.
episodes.
We always skew older in here. All right, let's
All right.
let's keep going. I had one and then it left again. Is it early? It's one of his early using the, what do you call it? What's that
Accordion?
instrument? Accordion.
Oh yeah, the accordion. Yeah.
It's an
yeah.
old accordion thing. Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. Let me.
Oh,
You know
that
what?
makes
Let's
me
stay
think
with
of
Michael Jackson. I just remembered. He did that other one. He's in a fat suit. What?
Yes.
Leslie, what is it?
Fat?
Oh, is it
Yes.
fat? Is it just fat?
Who's bad?
Oh no.
Who's bad?
I'm fat, or I'm.
Yeah.
It's I'm bad. I'm bad. You know it, or whatever. I'm fat.
I'm bad. That was the best.
So tell me your answer.
I'm fat, or who's fat? I'm fat.
Leslie had it
Fat.
right. It's just
You know
called
it.
Fat.
Okay, it's just
Bad.
fat. All right, we'll
Because
go with
Michael
Leslie's.
Jackson's song was just
Bad.
called Bad.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Show me Fat.
Killed
Number
me.
3
Oh my
answer on the
gosh. You people are so old. The top 3 answers are all.
Yeah, but there's some of his
Like-
best.
Mhm.
He's
Oh, it is
still-
some of his
the
best.
best
You're
stuff
right.
rises
You're
to
right.
the top, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm now
6 answers still on the board. Scott still has control.
Okay. How about like a sturgeon? Like a
that's another good
sturgeon?
one.
Sturgeon.
Like a sturgeon.
Was it what? Wasn't that it? What like a
What's your answer?
Leslie, what is it? Am I doing it wrong? Oh, surgeon.
Not
Surgeon.
Surgeon.
No,
Yeah.
I wanted it to be like a fish.
Like a surgeon.
Come
Like
on.
a surgeon. Surgeon.
Show me like a surgeon.
Like a sturgeon.
Number 8 on the board.
Okay, so down there a
Do
ways.
do do do.
Uh,
All the time, like a sturgeon.
all right. He did stuff around the grunge period. Shite. Leslie, anything popping into your head?
Smells like Nirvana.
Oh! that's the
yeah,
song?
That's the good one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'll go with Leslie. She's been not wrong so far. So let's go. Smells like Nirvana. Is that it? Is that one?
Show me smells like Nirvana.
Really? Is
Yeah,
there even any chance for me to win it all right now? Anyway,
Absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
Okay.
smells like Nirvana number 15 on the list. It was up there, but just not high enough to make the top 10.
Okay.
I mean, look, if you get the number 10 answer, Brian, then you tie, and there's still five answers on the board. So
right.
yeah.
But they've already taken all the best ones.
Oh, I disagree, but please continue.
Oh, I just thought of another one.
The
All right.
top 4 answers on the board are already done. So,
Yeah.
I mean, clearly,
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
can
but
still
the best
win.
ones have been taken.
Remember, the higher on the board, the more points you get. So you get 10 points if you guess the 10th answer, 9 points if you guess the ninth answer, etc.
Yeah, you get more points the higher the number goes.
Correct.
So you can, not only can you win, you could blow me out.
True.
Yeah.
Not if I don't have any answers, and then Leslie's not here to help me.
Well,
in which
that's true.
case,
Yeah.
then I will be in trouble because I only remember one more, and I can't
All right.
imagine people remember it.
All right.
But I lost on Jeopardy. That's
I lost on Jeopardy. Baby. Yeah, covering or parroting the Greg Kinn Band. Show me, I lost on Jeopardy.
Oh, that was a little
Let's
obscure.
see, that was 21st in the list. By the way, there are 48 songs that people mentioned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
That's a
only the
lot.
top
Holy
10
crap.
on this.
Okay, so I casually.
Well, you just lost, so you can't.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
you're
it doesn't
done.
matter what you say. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, no, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm explaining that I only casually watch Weird Al. I was going to lose this anyway.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would have
All right.
picked you as a Weird Al freak for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I would
No,
have too.
but
Yeah.
you mentioned everything that's on the board right now is pretty much all the songs plus the Jeopardy song. That's the only ones I really.
I'll
remember.
bet when you see some of these other ones, you're like, oh,
I'll-
yes, I forgot.
I'll bet you're wrong.
All right. I got one for a
Okay.
proposal here. I think that he's Gump. He's Gump. He's Gump.
Oh, see, I don't remember that one. I don't remember that at all. But it's obviously a take on "Lump" by President of the United States.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's for Forrest Gump.
I didn't even know he did that one.
Gump sat alone on a bench in the park.
Something with the guy in the fart. I don't know how it goes.
Yeah.
Hey, Leslie, you okay with that one?
Sure.
Sure. With lack of other options, I'm going to
you
go
sound
yes.
so confident.
Rigging endorsement.
Yeah.
All right. Show me Gump.
Oh, shite.
Yeah, that's number 13 on the list. It was up there, but just not.
Oh,
Great.
Not
That
high
means
enough.
it's back to me again.
It is
Crap.
back to you. Yeah.
Crap.
yeah. Crap is not a song.
Can I
remember
throw
that
Dunaway a bone or not?
Throw him a bone. I mean, my
No,
well, I
because
mean,
he
if you
wants you to win.
you may eliminate your chance to get those sweet
Right.
prizes.
that's true.
I know because I don't want
Oh, I
to
thought you
actually do
said he
something,
won
get
already.
lucky or something.
No, nobody's won yet.
Get
We
lucky.
got like, it could go either way if Brian knows more.
Right.
But
Never
the problem
mind
is Brian doesn't know anymore.
Mm.
But I might be able to take an educated guess. I'm trying to think of some big songs.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Trying to think of any that were controversial, like Amish Paradise, where Coolio did not care for Weird Al. And I'm thinking, surely he's done a Madonna song. Surely
Who cares?
there
what
is a
Coolio
Weird
thinks?
Al
Freaking Coolio.
Madonna song.
Coolio can
Besides,
go
like
take
a
it.
surgeon.
Coolio
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Coolio can sit
Good
on
point.
his butt
Good
and
point.
be and
How about
be
Cyndi
quiet.
Lauper? Did he do a Cyndi Lauper one? Did we? Is that on the board? Did we do the?
Well, I don't know. You're asking.
Yes, there. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, what would he have done? I can't think of anything. How about Light Bulb in the Wind? I don't have anything. I've got nothing.
Show me
Candle-
light
The
bulb.
Candle and Wind cover.
I see what you did there. Yeah. Show me light bulb in the wind.
He did do a Cyndi Lauper cover, right? He did.
But I can't think of which one he would have done and what would have, like, Girls Want to Have Fun. I mean, was it?
Yeah, it was
Guys
that
Wanna Have
song, but I don't
Fun
remember the
or
name of
something
it.
like that?
It's
I
like
can't.
Squirrels Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh, that would have been smart.
I don't know. Leslie, any hot ones coming to your head?
I'm still surprised you guys haven't said Yoda yet.
Oh, Yoda.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There you go, Yoda.
I do actually remember that one.
She's contributing to our team, so Yoda is our answer.
There you go. Show me Yoda.
Oh,
YODA
yeah,
Yoda,
that's
number
a good
5. You've covered the first 5 on the list.
nice.
That was a good one.
I feel like
I could've actually probably pulled
Leslie's
that
holding
from my
back.
book.
She's got like a list in her head, and she's just holding back on us here. So,
Uh-huh.
Leslie, give me another one. What else you got?
I got one more, and it's the same theme. The saga begins.
The Saga Begins.
Yes.
Okay. Is that
Is
right,
that your
Brian?
answer?
That's
Is that
our
your
answer.
guess?
That's our guess.
All right. Yep. It's the American Pie Phantom Menace. Show me the saga begins.
Look at that.
Number 7.
Look at that.
Yep.
Well, now I'm out.
It's his parody of American Pie by Don McLean that tells the full story of this here Anakin guy. My, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a
Yeah,
small
I don't-
fry.
I don't remember that one all.
All right, do we
have?
have
Really?
You don't remember that? Wow. Is there a? He always did like big movie stuff. I swear, there's like a mid '90s Jurassic Park song.
I only have
Oh.
one more.
Oh,
That's-
Two.
what do you got? Tell me.
I love Rocky Road.
I love
Oh.
Rocky Road.
Never heard of it.
Put another thing.
I've
in
heard the
stuff,
I've
baby.
heard the original Joan Jett song. Well, it's not even original. It's a cover too.
That's
I
right.
know.
Good on you
Whoa,
for knowing
look
that Joan
at
Jett is
that.
a cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know a lot of stuff about music, just not much about Weird Al.
Yeah. All right. Is that one right?
I love Rocky Road. Show me I love Rocky Road. No.
Yes.
Do you have anything else, Brian?
Y'all were
Just real quick.
Y'all were talking it up, jibba jabba, and I heard Jurassic Park in there. I'm going with Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is scary
Jurassic-
in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. Someone left T-Rex. Show me all that stuff. No, it was on the list, but Jurassic Park low, and let's see. I lost on Jeopardy. I love Rocky Road down at 23. So
There's got to be like a Devo or something, but that's almost too. I mean, Devo was such a weird.
Well, it's funny because Dare to Be Stupid
Dare to Be
was
Stupid.
number 11, and
Yes.
it's more of a parody of Devo's style of music than it is
Yes.
a parody song. But
Right.
I would have
Makes me
included
feel
it on
bad.
there because it is a parody. We still have 3 left to look at. Leslie won, of course,
Yes.
and show me number 6.
Another one rides the bus.
That's the one I thought you were going to go for when you were talking about the accordion.
I
'cause
can't.
that-
I don't
It
remember that one
was.
at all.
That is
That was-
that's the era I was thinking of too.
Yeah,
Dang it.
that was him and Bermuda Schwartz on the Dr. Demento show doing that one live.
Dang it.
Show me number 9. Another one from that era.
Bologna.
My
Bologna.
Bologna.
Now I do remember that.
Yeah.
My Sharona,
Yeah.
but Bologna instead.
Baloney.
And my favorite of his, show me number 10.
Word crimes.
Word Crimes.
I don't
his
think.
parody of
What
the.
is that?
That's Blurred Lines, his cover of the Robin
Oh.
Thicke song, where it's
Never
all
heard
of
of
the
it.
grammatical mistakes, and the music video for that one alone is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a recent.
I'm
deal.
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I liked, Fat and Eat It and that kind of stuff. But
Mhm,
once I got older, as much crap as I watch, you may not believe that I find most of his humor just too immature. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
stupid because I watch crap and I praise it. Then for some reason, it's like this blind spot with Weird Al. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel you.
Let's go through the rest of the top like 20 or so.
Yeah.
Dare to Be Stupid, eBay, his I Want It That Way parody. Gump, Foil, which is his Royals by Lord cover. Smells Like Nirvana, Albuquerque. Not a parody song. Just a song, just like a 14-minute song about Albuquerque. Tacky, which was his, it's funny when you're talking about Get Lucky, is like, oh, maybe they'll go down the Pharrell Williams track. Tacky was his Happy cover. Trapped in the Drive-Thru, All About the Pentiums, Canadian Idiot is Green Day. I Lost on Jeopardy, I Love Rocky Road. The Night Santa Went Crazy, Bohemian Polka.
Oh, right.
I almost said polka, but I'm pretty sure that was just John Candy going down the list and playing Transformers.
That's right, that was, yeah.
I can remember
Headline News, King of Suede. By the way, the Cyndi Lauper cover or parody was "Girls Just Want to Have Lunch," and that did not even make the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew there was going to be some slim pickings in the 80s, but there you go. This means that this happened right here.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Leslie, you've won. What will you do with your prizes? Just hand them over to Logan, or what's the plan? What are you going to do?
Well, I plan to probably hang up the art that you send and play games with the cards. I'm not sure what I'll do with the figurine because I still have.
Chew it up and leave it on somebody's lawn.
Yeah, you just chew it up and then someone will find it. It'll be fantastic.
There you go.
Well, I'm excited that you won, and it's always nice having you on. So good luck, and send me an email, scott@frogpants.com, and I will send you your prizes post haste. Okay, Dunaway. We had a really good Boop Show yesterday, so people should check it out. Go get that podcast because we had a long, cool discussion about all sorts of things.
We had two excellent games. We had a tile-based game that you played.
Yep.
Dwarf Romantica, and then I got to play Narita Boy, which is a great neo-retro game. Lots of fun.
Very cool stuff. Both brand new, and we love talking indies. So if you're into that scene, you definitely want to check out the Boop Show, frogpants.com/BOOP. Check us out this weekend on Film Sack, which should happen unless I'm dead. I'm not expecting too many problems. But we're doing.
Yes, because don't scare people. Scott's getting the second shot, right? You're getting it Friday.
Yeah, getting it Friday. Hopefully, it's all good. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but it's I didn't get the Moderna, and in my head, Moderna's worse, and I'm just going to go ahead and plan on that being in my head until it's
Moderna. And is it Moderna and Pfizer the mRNAs?
Those are the two. Yeah.
I think those would be the ones that probably react similarly. You getting the Pfizer?
I got the Pfizer. Yeah. So number 2 is the Pfizer. Brian got Moderna. Well, we'll compare. Moderna. We'll contrast and compare and see how it goes. A couple guys, same age. Roughly the same demographic. We'll see how these react on us.
The Johnson & Johnson is actually pancake batter mixed with a little bit of Tylenol.
Okay.
Wow. That's why it's one dose.
Who knew how simple that could have been?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boy.
Right in the veins.
It's too bad everybody else didn't think of that before we got this double shot. Anyway.
Oh, Drury got Johnson & Johnson, so we will be able to kind of contrast. But he already got it, so he's done.
He got it and didn't have too much trouble, but I guess his wife knocked Ashley out.
I wonder if his hair is all nice and shiny now.
Probably.
From the Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson.
That's how you get your silver locks. You take the Johnson & Johnson. Brian Dunaway, have a fantastic day.
All right, beat it.
Beat it. Eat it. Go eat it.
Just beat it.
And get fat. I'm fat. Eat it. All right. There he goes. All right. Well, we've done
all right.
That means we got to take a break. When we come back. Oh, quick note here. This break brought to you by me and Brian, who now publish regular newsletters. And we want you to go get them. So you can get mine at frogpants.club. And you can find the cover letter, which is an amazing name, over at coverville.substack.com. So make sure you go do that. And get both these things coming to your inbox, because why the hell not?
Right. Why not?
Why not indeed? All right. Song. We need a song, Brian. What's our song?
I think I bought the domain Coverly, cover.ly. I'll have to use that for...
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Yeah, Coverly.
Yeah.
Except it's not really cover letter. It's Coverly. Anyway, let's get to today's Indie in the Middle. This one is... some funk. If you've been saying, Brian, really, I like all the songs you've been playing on Indie in the Middle, but I really wish you played more funk. Well, I'm going to. Brand new album from A Certain Ratio called EPA, ACREPA, comes out May 7th. And this is some awesome funk. It's a song called Keep It Together. Here is A Certain Ratio.
Even the mighty Ramses is taking me for a wimp, asking me to battle with a girl.
Hey, just cut the conversation and watch out for my whip.
The morning stream. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
We're back, everybody. Man, I got a thing for badly recorded VO from 90s video games.
I love that stuff.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I wish we've come into an era of wonderful, Oscar-worthy quality in video game voiceover in the times we live in now. But man, when things were just getting going in like the 3D era of the 90s, it's
still nothing compared to the Omega Man. Hey, go to the Waydoll room.
Oh, he's the worst, right?
He is the worst, but the best at the same time.
Yeah, it's amazing that they even let that guy do it. All right, welcome back to the show. It's time for some tech news. Yeah, you heard me. A chance for us to see
news.
That's right. I hear mice are big. We're back. We got laser mice, all sorts of fun
really
stuff.
Good. All right, excellent.
Yeah, it's the hot new thing.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man, per usual, here on a Wednesday, is Tom Merritt, who joins us all the way from his studios in Los Angeles, California. Tom, welcome back to the show.
Good to be back,
yeah,
Scott and Brian.
Oh,
good to have you back.
Hey, I noticed something. That little smiley face guy behind you is drooping compared to last week.
Shooky?
Yeah. He used to
drooping?
He was sitting up straighter last time I saw him. He's just a little droopy. I don't know why.
I don't think he's moved.
He's slightly.
I think you're projecting.
I might be projecting. Yeah. I'm feeling a little droopy.
Maybe he has. Maybe he slipped down.
He's tipped in a jaunty way.
I thought he was always tipped in a jaunty way, but
no, I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I will contrast and compare.
Go consult the video.
Yeah.
Yes. Check the tapes.
Check the tapes. Anyway, I like it when Tom comes on because we get to find out what the hell's going on in the world. And when I say world, I mean the tech world. Sometimes it's Samsung decides they're going to make a brand new belly button and you can buy yours today. Or
yes,
would it be an innie or an outie?
Yeah. Or some kind of cryptocurrency nightmare. But you never know until you come on. So what's going on today?
Well, I can give you the 10,000-foot view, or for you Europeans, the 3,000-meter view of chip shortages, or I could try to calm you down about this 533 million Facebook user breach.
Oh, okay. This depends on whether or not it's. So I was reading this morning that, and I don't remember the source, that Zuckerberg's email was part of that breach. Is that true? His personal contact info and all that?
I haven't seen that.
Okay. In that case, I want to hear about the chip shortages because that's otherwise, another breach, another Facebook. Who cares?
The short version on the Facebook stuff is this is an old breach. It doesn't have passwords or payment information. It's been out there for a while. You just had to pay to get it. Now they made it free. That's the big news. There's also a separate controversy about whether Facebook properly reported it and did it happen before or after the GDPR went into law in Europe. There's a whole shenagle about that. But if you are just worried, how does this affect me? Somebody, if you're in the breach, might be able to know a little more about you and try to phish you or spam you or something like that. So as always, be aware if somebody says, hey, I know you live at this address with this phone number, so give me your credit card. Don't give me your credit card.
Yeah, don't do that, you guys. No matter who they are,
no matter what. They have a lot of information about you doesn't mean they're actually legit. It means they probably got access to this Facebook breach.
Yeah, and it's probably, it's not like they have, like you said, it's not like passwords and junk like that. Like your account's probably okay. Although probably maybe just go change your passwords anyway. I mean, that's good to do once in a while. But yeah.
Actually, there's a whole thing about that. You should definitely change your passwords if there's been a breach for sure.
Yeah. Go do that.
Changing your password every month doesn't make you more secure. It actually makes you more likely to use weaker passwords. So use strong passwords.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that is good. I generate them now with a giant code generator.
There you
that's
go. Great idea.
The only way to do it. Yeah. If you're doing anything else, you're probably exposing yourself and not even knowing it. All right. Speaking of exposure, let's dive into chip exposure and how that's less than ever right now.
Yeah. So we've been following this on Daily Tech News Show. So those of you who already listen to Daily Tech News Show can sit back and feel a little smug because you're like, I know all about this. But if you haven't, you may be wondering, how much of this is affecting my ability to get a PS5 or an NVIDIA graphics card or a car? It is. It definitely is. It's not a one-to-one. It's not like, oh, chip shortage, therefore PS5 shortage. It's more complex than that. There's a lot of demand. There's a higher demand than even Sony expected or Nvidia expected. The chip shortages are actually impacting cars more than anything else. And there's a few reasons behind that. One is when the pandemic hit, everybody like ratcheted down chip fabrication because they thought, oh, people are going to stop buying stuff.
Right.
And the car manufacturers projected we're going to make fewer cars because, people aren't going to buy stuff. Two things happened. One is people bought more consumer electronics, which exhausted some of the chips in inventory and in the supply chain. That began the chip shortage because people never stopped buying. In fact, they bought more laptops and tablets and that sort of thing. And the other thing that happened was people came back to buying cars faster than everyone expected.
Right.
So we then add to that the fact that there was this horrible snowstorm in Texas, which hit some of the fabrication that happens in Texas. Horrible rains and flooding in Taiwan, which has caused a water shortage in Taiwan. I know that what I just said doesn't make sense, but trust me, there's a water shortage in Taiwan, and it takes a lot of water to create chips. So that is having an impact on one of the world's biggest chip makers, TSMC. There's also the trade disputes between the United States and China, which complicate things. So a lot of Chinese companies were stockpiling chips to make sure they didn't run out in case they got hit by that. You also had fires in some Japanese plants. A lot of this stuff wouldn't have mattered on its own, but combined with the pandemic supply chain problems, it's causing a big shortage. And we talked yesterday on Daily Tech News Show about one of the keys to this is a very tiny, very simple chip that's made on a 16 nanometer process. So that's a really old process. Your chips these days are made on 10 nanometer, 7 nanometer, 5 nanometer. This is an old process. The display driver in your screen, whether it's on your iPad or your monitor, these are very simple things. This is not your graphics card.
Right.
This is just a little chip that takes the instructions from the graphics card or anywhere else and tells the display, oh, light this pixel up, light that pixel up. Those are the ones that are causing a lot of the bottleneck because nobody built a bunch more 16 nanometer plants or processes, and nobody wants to. Nobody wants to take that on because they're like, well, as soon as the chip shortage is done, like, we're not going to build a bunch of new stuff on 16 nanometer. So that is actually one of the key problems and one of the reasons automotive is having a big shortage, because you need those display drivers to go into the screen in your infotainment system in the modern car, to the point that Ford, GM, Toyota, all the car manufacturers are ramping down production of cars. I think it was GM that was making trucks but not putting chips in them and just parking them so that they could just put chips in them when it was chips ready.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Chipless trucks.
Chipless trucks. I mean, okay, so I'm going to just throw out a fun marketing idea that no one's going to actually do, but I love this idea. What if you were like, hey, we're going to make a whole brand of retro trucks. And by retro, we mean we're going to do some cool styling that seems a little retro, but they'll be modern in every other way, except there'll be none of these chips in here. We're going to make them less of a roving computer. We're going to really go back to the good old days when it was just you, your carburetor, and your pistons. And here's our line of low-impact, chip-free automobiles. That feels probably like they'd never do it because that's more of a long-term commitment, and this is a short-term problem potentially. So this is never going to happen. But
it's an interesting thought. Yeah, I think the reasons they might not do that are you do have a cost in making a design for that, right?
Yeah.
You and I can sit there and go, well, it's easy. You just put a wooden board where the screen was, and then you call it the retro. Like that's not how it works. Even if you make it super simple, that's not how it works.
There's also a
whole
maintenance
marketing
issue.
thing involved in that. Your profit margin isn't as big.
Right.
They want to sell the big profit margin trucks. And everyone thinks the chip shortage is going to end by the end of this year, early next year, at which point your competitors eat your lunch because they're like, hey, they're selling you all those crazy, retro trucks. We have modern electric vehicles for the future. And then suddenly you're behind the game.
Yeah. And then you've got the whole, because it does kind of go against trend, but also there's a maintenance issue where maintenance is so surrounded by maintenance tools and diagnostics that are based on these cars being heavily computerized that you can't just suddenly go, we got to hire a guy who remembers cars in the 70s. Like,
there's that too.
It's a whole different animal. So it's probably not going to happen. But it does just feel like a virtual, almost like a Suez Canal blockage moment of, we had a blip in the system, and that blip was a complicated one, like you described, all the reasons behind it and all that, but that it will, it'll even out, because why won't it? Of course it will. It's in everyone's best interest to have that thing even out.
It's a matter of when, not if.
Right.
Some of the more pessimistic analysts are pointing out, like, we had similar impacts from the financial crisis in 2008, and those took a couple years to work out.
Right.
And this is a more I don't know if sophisticated or severe impact to the supply chain than that was.
Yeah.
So some folks are like, we're still going to be feeling the effects of this a couple years down the road, which I think is fair. It's just a matter of how much we'll be feeling those effects. Most people think by the beginning of 2022, the supply chain, for the most part, will be worked out, and you won't see the shortages you have now. You won't see factories having to stop producing cars because they don't have chips to put in them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, then everyone can show us their products at the end of the year, and we'll see how it goes. Take that, Tim Cook. Anyway, hey, Tom Merritt, this and so much more will be discussed at length today, at least for a half an hour on the Daily Tech News Show, plus a bunch of bonus stuff for patrons over there. Anything else you'd like to mention before we go?
Yes. I've really been enjoying. I know I say this every week, but I feel like I get new people emailing me every week on my newsletter, just asking questions, chatting, whatever. It's really nice to see. So if you would like to be part of that, even if you just want the one-way conversation where I just send you the message, Free Tom Newsletter. It's a free newsletter. It frees me to talk to you. freetomnewsletter.com.
Amazing. One of the things I love about it,
write a little bit about my week and put links to all the shows I've been doing and all that kind of stuff.
Sure, it's great, and we're loving doing our new ones. It's a lot of that is due to you and others who kind of inspired us to do it. But it's such a weird. Let's talk about throwbacks of how we used to do things.
Yeah,
it just
right?
feels like I'm going back to a time where I get to make a thing. I used to do it in print, but like your own little zine with your own little bit of whatever, and there's the feedback part is the great part, because at least with the service I'm using, people can email me back and send direct replies or do comments on basically threaded comment boards that are part of these posts, and it's just a combination of like new and old, and it's working really well in my head. I'm really enjoying it.
So for my ICQ number and my Usenet address, check out my.
I can get all that stuff on Friendster.
Yeah, that's where Brian gets all this stuff.
What a modern world we live in.
We truly do. Well, fantastic. Tom Merritt, everybody, Ace Detect on Twitter, and I will see you later on the Daily Tech News Show.
Goodbye.
Bye, Tom.
See you, Tom.
All right.
All right.
All right. Nicole? Oh. That's it. Sorry. That was loud. I got allergies, man. They're getting some spring allergies. Yeah. It's good stuff. Really enjoying it. You gotta start
Thanks for that.
Gotta start farting to cover the coughs. Just nobody wants you coughing in the day of COVID. All right, we're calling Nicole, and we're gonna have some fun here, do some recommendals. Got the rings of ringage.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly the rings of speakage. No?
Waiting for the rings of speakage.
Yeah. Let me double check my text, make sure I didn't hear anything from her. Nope. I may send her a quick note and say, hi, you with us today? All right, we'll see what she says. Pause this and save. Okay. We have a moment here. Let me ring her again. Ring.
Ring.
All right, we'll see.
One reading it.
It'd be fun. Oh, there she is. I think I see her now. Nicole, can you hear us? Hello? Uh-oh, she's probably yelling Mark because he changed something on the microphone.
Yep.
She's in there.
Mark!
I see her. I'm going to do this while we wait. Nicole Spagnolo joining us as she does each week.
There she is.
Hi, Nicole. Oh, still no sound.
No sound.
Look at her. She's about ready to go off. Mark. Yeah, she's looking. She's checking.
Hands up in the air like she just don't care.
Oh, I hear me. That's weird. Did you hear that?
Hello?
I did.
Oh, hello.
Yes,
you
I
there?
did hear that. There we go.
I hear you. Do you hear us? There's the dog.
She's climbing behind the computer now.
Dougie could give less of a crap over there. Look at that. Oh, okay. You there?
Almost. She's almost there.
It's going good.
She just needs to put the headphones back in.
Are you there?
All right. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yes.
Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's crazy.
That's all right. We'll take you however we get you.
Yelling at me to wipe her butt. And I'm like, oh crap, I forgot.
It's all good. Butt wiping takes priority every time. If you got a kid's butt to wipe, you got to wipe it. So
that's right. Exactly.
Yes. Well, welcome to the show, Nicole. Right. It's good to have you here.
I'm here.
You are here.
I forgot today was Wednesday. Hey, and no side effects from my shot yesterday.
Oh,
good. Which one first? Oh, that's right. It was your first shot.
Yeah. Which one?
Yep.
Pfizer?
Pfizer?
I got the Pfizer. I got the Pfizer. I got the Pfizer.
Yeah.
The Pfizer.
The Pfizer. Oh, well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I was a little weirded out that day, like kind of just felt off, but not bad. But somebody told me that if you felt off and bad about the first one at all, that your second one going to suck. So we'll see.
Like clockwork, there's Ava.
Yeah, there's Ava. Wipe my butt again, Mom. All right, we're going to do recommendals, everybody. These recommendals are things we've seen on streaming services that we all three liked and want to recommend to you fine folks at home. We'll start with Brian's. Any setup, Brian, for this?
So setup of the first one is they're both movies. They're both Oscar nominated, neither for Best Picture, but nominated in other categories, both deservedly so. And this one is a nominee for Best Actress.
Ooh, all right, here goes.
She has to pay for her incompetence.
Is this about money?
No.
Is it about what people think?
It's about you. It's about you having to face this.
I am facing this. I am facing it! I am facing this!
Well, I don't think you are. We need some justice here.
No, you need. That is what you want. That is what you need. That is your way. That is not my way. That is what you need.
Martha, if you had done it my way, you'd be holding your baby in your arms right now.
I don't know who either of these ladies are, but they're both really good.
I know what movie this is. The woman did a home birth. And
that's correct. Yep. Pieces of a Woman is the name of it.
Oh, it's the one you were telling me about the other day.
Yes, okay. This is so that was Vanessa Kirby, who most folks might know from the first couple seasons of The Crown. She played Princess Margaret, the sister of Queen Elizabeth. It is some angry acting, man. It is some super angry acting in that scene. Yeah. You're also hearing Ellen Burstyn, both of whom have been nominated. Vanessa Kirby nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars, but Ellen Burstyn nominated for Best Supporting Actress with the St. Louis Film Critics Association and the Satellite Awards. And amazing job by freaking Vanessa Kirby. This movie also has Shia LaBeouf in it in a really, really good role, although I will warn you, there is nudity, and some of that is a little Shia
LaBeouf wiener. We get LaBeouf wiener.
You get LaBeouf wiener, and not just not just brief. I mean, it's
great. He did that. He had a wiener out in some other movie. That weird Swedish director thing. I forgot what that was called.
Brown Bunny or Brown?
No,
was it Brown Bunny?
No, that was Brown Bunny. That was what was that
called?
Guy.
Yeah,
it's called Sex Face or something.
Sex Face. That's it.
I can't remember.
I think it's
Nymphomaniac.
Nymphomaniac.
Nymphomaniac. I was like necrophilia. I'm like, that's not the right one.
That's it.
I think he's just always looking for a reason to get his wiener out. But anyway,
Brown
is
Bunny
he in
was
this?
Gallo. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, so this is Pieces of a Woman. It is it's good. It is heavy, and it deals with, like Nicole said, a home birth that goes wrong. You might pick up on something from the audio you heard earlier, although that part's not really a spoiler. That's, you find that out very early on in the movie. Mm-hmm. But it is
and there's like a court case too that happens.
There is.
Right?
And the other person that you all know, a couple more people that you know and love, Molly Parker.
Oh, I love Molly Parker.
she's fantastic. She was Raylan Givens' wife in Deadwood, and she was on House of Cards. She's fantastic.
She was the only good thing in that Wicker Man movie we saw. Remember that?
Yeah,
she was in that.
Right. Actually, she was. Yeah.
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 She's fantastic.
Molly Parker's fantastic.
I don't know that she's ever done anything crappy. She's always good.
No, she's always really good. She plays the midwife. Sarah Snook, who you know from Succession, she's Shiv in that family. She plays cousin, who's also really, really good in this. This is actually executive produced by Martin Scorsese, but it's not 3.5 hours long. So it's also got something going for it. So anyway, it's really, really good. Just be warned that if you're sensitive to those kind of subjects, it deals with them in a very frank and heartbreaking way. So be ready, but it is a really, really good, really powerful film.
Well,
I think there's some controversy around it because a lot of people have really been fighting to try to do more home births.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole documentary with Ricky Lake. I remember watching those, and it was talking about like kind of going back to the way that women have always like when I gave birth, I was like, I need to get up. I need to move around. I do not want to be laying on my back. And it kind of sets that movement back. From what I'm hearing.
I mean, I'd say that without giving anything away, this starts off not painting home birth in a positive light, but does later on. So,
well, it is no matter what, childbirth is a risk no matter where you're doing it.
Yeah, it's true.
And I don't know that I don't know the numbers, so I shouldn't speak to it, but I can't imagine that they're all that different with certain situations at home or in the if the doctor can't do anything, what chances do you have? So I don't know. That's an interesting discussion, but I want to see this, and we'll see it.
It's really good, and Vanessa Kirby is the biggest reason to see this. She is just so good in this, and such a great actress in this role. So it's on Netflix, streaming on Netflix. It's called Pieces of a Woman.
Okay.
My second recommendal doesn't have any audio to go along with it because it would sound like Borka, 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 Borka.
So Swedish then. Okay, got it.
It is. It's actually, I think it actually might be Danish.
Danish.
Co-production between Denmark, the Netherlands, and Sweden. So it's Borka, Borka, Durka, Durka, and Flurka, Flurka. I don't know.
No one will be offended by that. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Not
one bit. So I'm just going to tell you what it is. This is a movie called Another Round. It is a movie starring Mads Mikkelsen. So it's got your Hannibal Lecter, or your guy that ripped out the bottom of a chair and beat the crap out of Daniel Craig through it.
Yeah. Love that guy.
And it's about the premise that a psychiatrist whose name is Finn Skarderud had. He was theorized that having a blood alcohol content of 0.05% makes you more creative and relaxed. It relaxes you. It lowers your inhibitions to where you're not inhibited by your own thinking. And these four guys decide, hey, that sounds good to us. Let's try that and see if it works. And so they actually do conduct an experiment. It's a fictional movie. It sounds like I'm describing a documentary, but Mads Mikkelsen and his buddies decide, all right, let's try this out. And things go really well for a while. And then, as you might expect, things go kind of horribly wrong after that. It's funny because this film is advertised as a comedy drama, and there are definitely aspects of both in this. It just doesn't feel like it's a situation or a story that would have a lot of room for comedy and drama. It's really, really good. And all four of them are teachers at this school. So some of the comedy and some of the drama come from the fact that they're teachers and are around students doing this binge drinking all the time. This is one where if you watch the trailer, you won't get spoiled by the movie. They do a really good job in the trailer of setting things up, and it'll tell you whether or not you want to watch it or not. You get subtitles to deal with. They're not bad at all. It's do it, put up with them.
Yeah. Do a little reading once in a while, everybody.
Do a little reading. Never hurts. Never hurts. And Mads Mikkelsen, again, like Vanessa Kirby, is one of the best reasons to watch this film, because he can do so much not saying a damn thing on screen.
Yeah.
And then this one is nominated both for Best International Feature Film, used to be called Best Foreign Film, and Best Director. So I'm hoping it wins one of those.
He's
really good.
awesome. He's kind of one of those actors where he's in a thing and then I will watch the thing. It doesn't even matter if that thing's bad. Like Polar was a bad movie, but I still watched it because he was in it. Like I don't care.
So yeah, this one's streaming on Hulu. So hop over there and watch this, and then wash it down with some Parasite. If you're on the whole subtitles kick.
Did you know? I don't know when the last time you guys saw this, but the Rihanna video for "Bitch Better Have My Money," that song.
Does that have Mads Mikkelsen in it?
He's the accountant in that video.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that at all.
Not that long ago either, like 5 years ago. Anyway, all right. Well done. Fantastic grouping there.
Another Round is the name of that second one.
Nice. Get it on Hulu. Here's my recommendation. This is an HBO Max thing. It's a documentary, and it goes against my instincts to watch it, but I did. And here it is.
We're just hanging out. There's my lovely wife, Jerry.
He was so excited to show me all the sights. And then this Asian cruise just came up on our radar, so we signed up.
Okay, it's short.
Oh, this is the COVID cruise.
Yes, so it's called The Last Cruise. It's all about Tom
really
Cruise
awful.
by himself in the world. He can read books, but his glasses got broken. It's like an episode. Just kidding. It's not that. It's that cruise ship that got docked outside of Tokyo and stuck there for 30-something plus days in quarantine, and represented the first outbreak, sort of mobile outbreak that had happened early on in the pandemic. And this documentary is basically told through people's personal videos they're making on their phones the entire time, from the beginning when they're all having a great time and there's big crowds everywhere, to when the thing's basically a ghost ship and nobody's allowed to leave their rooms.
Coughing, and everybody's coughing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. 700 and something.
And think about
what?
How much misinformation was at the beginning. Right?
Oh yeah, no,
nobody
it was
knew
crazy.
anything.
It was crazy, and you see that process of not knowing. They didn't even know. They're like COVID-19, I guess is what this is called. Like it's a really weird, naive time early on in this thing. We're talking January, February of last year, and it's haunting. And better than I thought it was going to be. I was nerd. Like I said, this goes against my instincts to watch something like this because I don't want to dwell on this damn pandemic. I'm not ready for those documentaries right now. I'm not really ready to do the in-depth, remember this? It's just too raw for me. So I was really hesitant to do this, but somebody said, hey, you should watch it. It's interesting, and it's also just kind of runs itself. It doesn't need a lot of narration. It doesn't need a lot of anything, and it's only like an hour. It's like 48 minutes or something. So it's short, and it just covers this princess. What's the name of the ship? Something Princess, whatever it is.
Diamond Princess
ship. And the people that are on it. And there's a Utah connection because this lady and dude who you heard in that clip are on there. And I remember hearing about them locally because we were told, there's a Utah couple stuck on the ship, and so they're on here. They annoy the hell out of me in this thing, but they're just the kind of people you wouldn't want to meet on a cruise ship. They would drive you
the people you wouldn't want to be stuck on a cruise ship with.
Oh my gosh! But then they show it from the perspective of the employees and how they were treated way differently, and some of the deaths came from there. In the end, it was like 750 infected on the ship, and maybe more because they didn't have good testing for like asymptomatic people, which is how the spread was happening so bad, and so ended up with like I think 15 deaths total. After it was all said and done in 30 days, they followed a number of people around. The employees was the most interesting to me because these are people that, that job is their lifeline to feed their families back home in the Philippines. Philippine government were kind of horrible about making sure they were taken care of. Listening to the captain every day do his little announcements of the day. And then as those slowly just got darker and darker, and it just got real weird. Like in the beginning, it's like, we don't think there'll be much of a problem. We're just, wash your hands and derp. And then by the 30th day, it's like, we mourn the death of yet another, member of the whatever. And it was crazy. Hazmat suits coming on, trying to test people, and it's just nuts. Anyway, I'll make an exception for this one because it was really short and informative, and a good reminder of just how naive we were in the beginning, and how poor not just America's response was, but a lot of places were just didn't know what the frick we were doing, and they were all covering their tracks. Like, don't worry, it's fine. Princess Cruises says that this is not a problem. You can go ahead and do land shore, or go ahead and go into Hong Kong, even though like China was like spreading out of control at the time, but nobody knew, and masks were harder to get, and all this kind of stuff. It was just crazy. So anyway, it's called The Last Cruise.
I started getting my my Facebook reminders.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, you broke up.
Oh,
real bad there.
Yep. Sorry.
You broke up
Am I
really
breaking
bad.
up?
I think
You were breaking up, yeah.
You broke up a little weird. That was
So
weird.
speaking of masks, I got my first year Facebook reminder of my first mask made. I thought I started making in April. I started making them mid-March.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. And now it's a burgeoning multi-million-dollar a year business.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what though? I joined a group called the Million Mask. And it was a bunch of women, and we were all making masks, and we're still making masks for hospitals, care facilities that can't afford masks. So all these women there's still people requesting masks, and these women they're well over 1 million now, but it's called getppe.org, where you can either volunteer to make a mask or a scrub cap or anything like that, and then you send them out, and they support that whole community.
I'm glad that people
cool.
still make masks because they're the only ones that fit me. I can't wear standard masks. They don't fit my dumb giant head.
Have you tried the was it the KN94? That's my favorite.
I don't think I've tried that one. Mostly it's stuff people have made or I've bought, or Tadpoolers make them and I buy theirs, or you sent me a few. Like the custom ones seem to fit me better. Anything that's like manufactured somewhere, just too small. I just can't.
The KN90, I think it's 94, is a Korean equivalent of N95, and it's it looks like a duck.
Oh, really?
I like it because it doesn't sit on my mouth.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I like that one the best.
Oh, very nice. All right. Well, Nicole, what did you watch over the week?
Well, I'm here to lighten up this party.
Yeah, let's do it.
Please do. Yes.
Home births gone wrong and COVID cruises.
And alcoholism. And...
Yeah.
Right.
So I have 2 fun shows. I don't have a clip, so I'm just going to play it from my phone, and hopefully you guys can hear it.
Okay.
All right. I like this.
This first show, I started watching it because of an SNL skit. So I'll play you a clip. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
Okay.
Let's see. Get my volume up all the way.
Girlfriend was in town, and he runs into the room. The girl I was with at the time was terrified, and she's like, ah! And she covered up, and she ran into the kitchen. He picked me up, and I didn't have nothing on, so now I'm naked on his shoulder. We're in the hallway. We're wrestling around. I'm like, Peanut's filming it all. I'm like, Peanut, you can't be filming this shit. And we're like wrestling. And then I got upset about it because he got the better of me, but I'm in some weird twisty naked position. Like my shit's over here and the shit's over here. I'm like, don't. We wound up like inching over the stairs where the stairs were, and he fell down the stairs. He wound up hurting his back. So for the rest of the shoot, he told everybody I knocked him out, but that wasn't the case. We were having some weird like cutie wrestling match.
So who do you think he was talking about?
No idea.
God, I have no idea.
It's one of your favorite boys, Scott.
One of my favorite boys.
What's Tom Hardy?
Oh,
Tom Hardy. Oh, really?
Really?
And who do you think that was talking?
Oh, so he was talking about Tom Hardy, whoever that was.
He was talking about
it sounded like
wrestling
LaBeouf.
with Tom
Was
Hardy.
it Shia LaBeouf?
It was Shia LaBeouf.
Really?
Yes.
What are they doing wrestling naked?
So it's part of the story. So this is a show called Hot Ones. It's actually a podcast. Yeah. You can go on YouTube and watch all of them. There's like 14 seasons, but they have them on. They have them on Hulu now. And I saw the Shia LaBeouf one, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested to see this, because what they do is they lay out 12 hot wings, and they have 12 hot sauces, and they go up from, mild to like insane spicy.
Hitler's butthole, yeah.
Yes. So the reason why I started watching it is because Maya Rudolph was on SNL a few weeks ago, and she played Beyonce being on Hot Ones.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It was the funniest.
It was really, really good, yeah.
Yes. So I was like, I need to check out this show, Hot Ones, because if you think about it, the guy who's doing the interviewing does really good interviews, like really good questions, and he has a lot of famous people on it. And like, I want to see Paris Hilton, try to answer a question in pain.
Right. Because it's what's great about it. Yeah, it throws them off of their game, so they're more willing to answer questions. They're distracted by the pain.
And Shia, he's like crying in a lot of the situation where it's just like, because he's doing, usually they get to the end and they do a dab. They do the last dab, but he dabbed all the way through. And the interviewer's like, really?
Wait,
really
they dab in this thing? He dabs like the dab?
So you have the hot sauces lined up, and you have the chicken wings lined up.
Yeah.
They're already spiced, but they dab another dab on.
I thought you meant the dance
of the hot
move.
sauce. Yeah, like he's not doing the
He's not doing the dab.
Oh, thank the Lord on high. I was suddenly not interested in this thing at all, but I'm glad they're not doing the actual dab.
The Gordon Ramsay, if you haven't watched the Gordon Ramsay one yet, that's a great one.
It's probably the best.
He has Alton Brown on there, and Alton Brown actually ranks the sauces as he's eating them. So he like orders them.
Really?
Yes.
I want to see someone famous hurl all over the place, like when they just can't.
Oh, it'd be great, right?
They
Shaquille O'Neal, I thought was didn't Shaquille O'Neal like down a gallon of milk during this?
So I'm on their YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is not Hot Ones. It's actually First We Feast. So it's First We Feast is the YouTube channel. And then the show underneath that is called Hot Ones. So they have Jennifer Garner, they have Paris Hilton, they have Kenan Thompson, Awkwafina, Kevin James. I mean, they just have A-list stars and B-list and C-list. But they have a lot of famous people that come on this show to be interviewed and eat hot wings. So check it out. It's an entertaining show to watch.
I always wondered which came first, that or there's a video game one, and I don't remember what it was called, but people would have to review a game they played while they ate hot wings, and I don't know if that was before this or this came before that. I don't know. But YouTube's weird that way. I don't know who came up with this idea, but it's
definitely check out the SNL skit with Maya Rudolph being Beyonce eating hot wings.
Nice.
She's like sweating.
What they should do is they should make LaBeouf answer questions about his horrible personal life and the awful things he did to his ex.
He talks about that.
Does he?
Oh, really?
He's there promoting Honey Boy.
Yeah.
So he kind of he has this weird kind of self-realization that he's kind of broken.
Yeah. But does he actually does he actually talk about the horrible shit he does, or is he
he did?
No, I don't think so.
Twigs and,
No, I don't think so.
Well, there you go. Honey Boy got his peanut butter in the thing or whatever. Hey, all right. So that was number one.
I got one more. One more.
All right.
There's no words to it whatsoever. I am absolutely watch it every night with Ava. Here it is.
What is that?
Is this an alien thing that's going to make us rob banks?
Yeah. What is that?
So this is a Netflix show.
Yeah.
I think it's Poi Poi or Popo Mole Car.
Popo Mole Car?
Is it Poi Poi? Poi Poi?
Poi Poi.
Poi Poi?
Poi Poi.
Poi Poi Mole Car.
Mole Car.
It's little. You know what needle felting is?
No.
So needle felting is a so you can take felt and you needle it and you can make these, little animals. So these are all needle felted guinea pigs in the shape of a car.
Okay.
Don't try to make sense of it.
Okay.
And it's all stop motion animation. It kind of reminds me of if you've ever seen like the Tsum Tsum shorts on Disney.
Yeah.
It kind of gives me that little vibe, but way cuter. Ava and I watch this every single night. The episodes are maybe 2 minutes long if you're lucky. And it's adorable. I highly recommend it. It's just a wonderful
look at this
show.
weird looking thing.
It's so fun. I love it.
It's really weird. So wait, there's no dialogue in this? It's just...
It's Japanese.
Okay. And it's just... And it's... So is there, what, like an ASMR thing going on here? Or what's...
No, it just... The little guinea pigs go around and they go squeak, squeak. And there's like little... Like there's one zombie episode where the little mole cars are running away from the zombies. And one of the mole cars has a hamburger on top of his head. And then they give the zombies the meat patty and then the little, and they eat. This is where I say, don't think about it too hard because the cars eat and there's a person inside driving the car.
Really? Okay, that's insane.
This is like some Teletubbies level.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's like the cutest thing ever. It's
All
so
right.
cute.
I'm in. I'm into this weirdness. I'm going to watch
Seriously,
this. Yeah.
The first episode, it's only 7 minutes long and it's episode 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So Ava and I just keep watching the same ones over and over and over again, and she has her favorites.
That's great.
But there's technically only 4 episodes on Netflix right now, season 1, because they're so short.
What's the one with the zombies?
I think it might be in episode 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
The last one you see
the most bizarre thing ever. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Weird.
It's so cute.
All right, I'm in.
I'm
going to watch it. There's so much weird kid stuff on Netflix, like strange cartoons and animation. I should watch more of this stuff. There's some weird ones in here.
And I need to find somebody that knows how to needle felt because I need one of these little mole cars.
Needle
They're so
felt.
cute.
I love it. That sounds like a great last name. Somebody named like Vincent Needlefelt is a good name.
Needlefelt. It does, totally.
I like that a lot. All right. If you want Mole Car in your life or any of these other recommendations we had today, then you can follow Nicole on Twitter at Nicole Spag. It'll also be retweeted on the Morning Stream Twitter as well, where she tracks all these and tells you where to get them. Nicole, thanks for doing that, and have a fantastic week.
You too. Bye.
See ya.
Go
Bye.
wipe Mark's bum. Wipe Mark's bum. All right.
Oh, geez.
Well, you know, he needs help, dude. I mean, I'm not here to judge.
Sure,
He's got a bum, and you got to wipe it.
I guess.
Front to back, front to back. All right.
Oh, yeah. Side to side.
Never. Side to side. By the way, that sixth grader earlier had to leave in the chat and said, I've got to go now. I have a Zoom meeting I must attend. I'll be back later.
Yeah. I love it. I have a Zoom meeting.
What is this? Some kind of brilliant I guess everyone does Zoom for school and stuff, but
yeah, I'm sure it's like
that's so weird.
All right, let's go over your earth science homework now.
Front to back, standing up. Chewy, come on now. Whew, I don't want to think about it. All right, we're done with the show proper, but I do have a couple of quick things, including this email about coconut milk. Brian doesn't like it, neither do I. Not as a creamer, but as a,
not in my coffee.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. But anyway, Carol wrote in and says, I really enjoyed your conversation at the top of Tuesday's episode 2094 about coffee creamers of choice. I completely agree with you that coconut milk does not belong in a cup of coffee. However, I would like to suggest that other things beyond Thai curries.
Thai curries.
Why was I going to say, I was thinking of chai tea and it was throwing me off.
Well, you almost said thigh and chai.
Chai. I want a good Thai chai. Sorry, beyond Thai curries that contain coconut milk that are delicious. In Southeast Asia, it's a very common ingredient in desserts. As a Vietnamese American, I grew up eating chi or che? Jay?
Jay.
Which refers to a variety of desserts made from different ingredients like fruit, sweet beans, and like the red and mung beans, jellies, and of course coconut milk / cream. Some can be eaten hot or cold, even served with crushed ice. That sounds really good. There's a franchise called Bamboo that specializes in and has locations all over the U.S. I'm pretty sure there's at least one is in both Salt Lake City and Denver. She gave us a link to both those. If you ever get a chance, I urge you guys to try to visit. My favorites are the ones with mung bean and pandan jelly. as well as smashed avocado, which is often used as more of a sweet ingredient in Southeast Asia than in the U.S. That's true. My sister-in-law makes all kinds of stuff with avocado in general. That's not what we would normally do. It's all like desserts, and it's weird. Yeah. Cool. Says here's a link to the menu for the one in Salt Lake City. Couldn't find the one in Denver, she says. They also serve coffees, teas, juices, smoothies, and so on. You'll find something you like. So, Carol, thank you very much for the recommendations.
Oh, yeah. Sinto is the avocado, taro, and other unique real fruit smoothies.
Nice.
And then they do have bubble teas and blended and juices. There's one. It's funny. It says 4 miles away, but it's 4 miles away based on where my ISP is located. So it's really, it is like halfway across town, but I'm adding it to my list to check out next time we're in that part of it.
I was going to ask you a question about boba tea.
Yeah.
Do you like sucking goo balls through a straw, or how do you?
I do. I like the little tapioca balls. Okay. It's like getting, it's like gambling, and you might get a fruit roll up in ball form when you take that next sip of your drink.
I never like it because I feel like I'm eating something that is coagulated, like like blood or something, you know. Like
yeah, no, I'm a sucker for a good purple taro boba. Taro boba. Sounds like a Pokemon.
It truly does. Okay, quick reminder, Rock Runners going strong. We're past our third stretch goal and moving on to fourth, and I really want to see all 5 because it means 5 bonus cards get made, and they're ones I really want to do. So go check it out. It's Rock Runners. You can either Google it or go to frogpants.com/rockrunners. It'll take you straight to the Kickstarter, and you can get on board while the getting on board is good. You have 30 days, so you'll be fine. We just started this thing. 28 days. 28 and a half days.
But do it now. Why wait? You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. Don't put off today.
I got in first hour, I think.
Yeah, you did. And thanks for that. But also don't put off today what you can do. No. Don't do tomorrow what you could do today. What's the phrase?
Yeah, don't put off today what you could. No, don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today.
That's what it is. There you go.
Today it is a far greater thing than I do tomorrow.
A day that will live in infamy. Yep. Put them all together. All right, that's it.
Cool.
The show can be found at frogpants.com/TMS, wherein you'll find links to things like our Patreon at patreon.com/TMS, and everything else you might need to get your hands on. It's all right there, so go check it out. Brian, let's play a song and go.
Okay, this one is going out to Old Man Quill. Old Man Quill wrote in. By the way, if you want to get a request in, go to frogpants.com/TMS and use the handy dandy form right there to get your request in. Yep. Old Man Quill says, hey there, Scott and Brian. Wanted to dedicate a song to my Marvel Strike Force Alliance. We lost a great guildie this week. Our fearless leader has decided to move on to greener pastures. Losing a teammate is sad, but losing the leader who has piloted us to greatness over 3 years is particularly difficult. Anyway, I'm still upset you touched my sandwich in the helicarrier break room, and good riddance. Have fun in the Star Trek ripoff or Cut the Rope remastered or whatever the hell you're going to play. In all seriousness, though, it's been a pleasure playing alongside you, and good luck in the future. Always forgetting my lane. Signed, Old Man Quill.
Wow. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you were there 3 years. Jeez.
3 years. 3 years I led that alliance and got us to platinum level 1 in war, and then said, I'm leaving. It's like a job. I can't do it anymore.
Yep. Everyone's got their time. You did it. Well done.
That's right. I've got new things I want to dedicate my life to, like newsletters and a special new Twitch thing there are 2 new Twitch things that I'm going to be doing soon.
Oh, very nice.
Anyway, he wanted to hear a cover from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I can absolutely oblige. This one's a fun one because it combines 2 great nerdy things. It combines the Rocky Horror Picture Show with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Why? Because Giles, the librarian dude, the Obi-Wan to Buffy's Luke Skywalker, Anthony Stewart Head is doing the vocals on it. It's a cover of Sweet Transvestite. Oh, Giles. Did I say Giles? Sorry.
I like that she wrote Giles, not Giles, but it's spelled exactly the same.
Yes, Giles, not Giles. I was thinking the J. Giles Band whenever I see that name.
Yep.
All right, it's Anthony Stewart Head. who is taking on the Tim Curry role here for this song. It's a great cover from 1991. It's "Sweet Transvestite" by Anthony Steelhead. By the way,
sorry, I hit that too soon. Say it again.
Brother of Murray Head, who did One Night in Bangkok.
Oh, I like that guy. Is he the one that does the talking in between?
Yep. Bangkok, Oriental City, but the city don't know. Creme de la creme of the chess world with a show with everything but Yul Brynner.
I love that guy. He's great. Not to be confused with that guy that eats grape nuts. Yul Brynner, the actor.
That's right. Not Yul Gibbons.
Not Yul Gibbons. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Depends.
Depends. What kind of diapers do you have?
Depends.
Okay.